As a result of those two storms in 2004, 2012, we did assess and go to council for approval of programs, reactive programs to help address some of the flooding that was witnessed in those two storms. Part of our approach in this citywide strategy, being proactive, was really to take a look at the different types of storms that we're experiencing. And that's where we derived the 4 scenarios that we presented. And what we're seeing and witnessing is more intense in frequency of those than we have in the past decades. This observed change in weather patterns is what we're referring to now as our new normal. We've also examined to the storm extent, or how many neighborhoods or area that a storm of high intensity would cover. And we've worked that into our scenario, into the scenarios in terms of how we would assess the system and how it would react to these storms. So if we look at the worst case scenario, investments, it could span from anywhere from 40 to 80 years. Whereas we go down in scale because of the large size of infrastructure build. If we scale that down, we can look at sort of thresholds of timelines in around 40 to 20 years as we progress down the scale of the spectrum of scenarios. The long-term solution to this is going to be addressed in part of the citywide, but we did also look at some of the higher risk ones to more inform the public about what can be done on those type of scenarios. We did identify 47 potential locations that are found within the city's inner ring road and other locations. 13 of those locations what we would consider high risk. 14 of the locations are mid risk, and 20 locations are something that we can tolerate or live with in terms of low risk. Some of the short-term mitigation measures would be localized improvements around these areas, whether it be catch basin improvements, new piping systems, or underground storage. And as I mentioned previously, the real part of this is to integrate it with the citywide in terms from a long-range perspective.